Well, holiday time, folks, and that's why no Interbet shirt today, but you got the colors, so don't worry, you know all about Interbet, and we're sitting up here having a lovely time in quite miserable weather, but cool, up in Richards Bay, and been through this card, and it looks like a fabulous card. 4 racings kick off as the new leaders in racing, and it will be very interesting to see what they come up with and how they want to use our services down the line, because we're really willing and able to try and help them, and let's see what can happen. But let's kick off with this 10 race program. Saturday the 1st of May, Turffontein on the stand side, 25 pentometer, which means that there's been a bit of rain, and they've had a 3.8 mils the last night, and that will be perfect for the horses, and certainly for the pace as well. It will be excellent. 5.5 false rail at the 700 meter mark. That's a spur actually. And we kick off with the first race. It's a juvenile plate, 1600 meters, and this is where you've got to try and get the money and see if you can kick your day off. And I think Happy and Glorious, Joe Somers' horse, certainly worth having a very close look at. Fisher King, much better over this distance. He went back in trip and was disappointing, but I thought that would happen, and I said so in the preview, and he ended up getting well beaten, but he now goes back to the trip, which will probably suit him a lot better. So what are the dangers? Aragosta might be a big danger here. Michael Cox, runner number 4 on the card, and Rapid Charge. This was backed like it was unbeatable first time and ran a very, very ordinary race, but I think nothing went for it in the race, and looked for big improvement, so that might be worth including in trifectas and quartets. Race 2, Pinnacle Stakes. Well, there's a 50,000 rand carryover to the bipod, and it looks like an absolute three-cornered contest to me. At the weights, you've got to feel Battle Force has got a big chance of winning it, but I think there's no value in this horse. Yeah, he's got to go around the bend. He's been around the bend 3 times and been beaten every time. I know he comes off a big winning streak, but the top weights, Icky Guide strikes me as the right horse, and certainly 5-6 to 1, great each way bet. He's won from one course and distance, 3rd run. The profile is magnificent, and he should run really well. Express from the US has got to be the big danger. He's got to give weight all round, but he's class, and he certainly goes very well on this course and distance, and a lot to like about the way he could run here. What else is there? Whirly, Game, Asterix, Wonderwall, all got chances for the back end of the quartets. Race 3, Nursery, grade 2, 1160 meters, and it's impossible to go against Under Your Spell. She's won her 3 in a row, absolutely cantered in. They put her over 1100 last time. She just dawdled it, made it look like it was easy. So what are the dangers? I think the danger might be Desert Miracle. Randall Simons gets a ride for Mike the Cock this time. Heaven's Girl got extremely good form, and from the Paul Peter stable, you leave them out at your peril. And Shield of Roses, Paul Match's runner, another stable, you leave out at your peril, and they look like they've all got chance as well, but I think Under Your Spell shouldn't come off the bit in this field. Time's quick, everything's right about her, and she does look like she's got some class. Race 4, first leg of the Pick 6 now. Pick 6, 4 million rand carryover. So that means that they're expecting a pool of 12 million. I would have thought if there was no open bet, they'd get 30 million. That's the point. And that's what we should be looking at, because that money is basically the industry's money, and it's just going straight into greedy bookmakers' pockets. And I really mean it. This would be a 30 million rand Pick 6 if there was no open bet. And so you got the Nursery, first leg of the Pick 6, and what do we like here? Well, Sheila won in a common canter first time out for the Mike Azzi, the Adabazzi team, and there's nothing to believe that she shouldn't be able to go the 1200 meters or 1160. She ran one in a very, very fast time, which always concerns me when you're starting to go this type of trip. So let's have a look at what I've got dangers. I think Mitch got his wish. 2 good runs, got to have a chance. Nice to see Francois Herold back in time, Francie. Good having you back. He's a very good rider, Francie, and a really nice, likable guy. Retallick, I think this will go well. Roy Magner's runner. He won well last time. The distance should be perfect for him. I think he's a really nice looking horse and should go really well. And then Smorgasbord, Paul Peters runner with Warren Kennedy aboard, absolutely canted in first time out and was heavily supported. So he's obviously got ability to, beautifully named by Twice Over out of Variety. I think that is a classic name. Well done, Smorgasbord. For those of you who named him. Race 5, Camellia. This is 1160, and my top choice here is Gallic Princess. I'm going with her because of the line through Tropic Sun. She should be able to beat her at the weight. She's 4 kilos better off for a 2 3/4 length beating. And I think everything about this day will suit Gallic Princess. Course and distance and the going will suit her very well. So what are the dangers? Sarah, have a close look at Sarah. She gets blinkers, and that might improve her. She's not that far off them at her best. And if the blinkers improve her a couple of lengths, she could go in. But the two at the bottom, the 3-year-old Sweet Future and Celestial Love, very interesting runners. Both of them got such similar profiles. Sweet Future, course and distance, 1 from 2, same with Celestial Love. I'm going with Celestial Love narrowly over Sweet Future. I think that the way the two have won and the races that they've run in, I'm not sure that Celestial Love might not be the better of the two. Gavin Larina gets the ride on it, number 9 on the card. Race 6, Rosenberg, 2,000 meters, grade 2, and you've got to be with Running Brave here. Very hard to look past her. She's a class, she's suited course and distance. Everything about this race is right for her. The only thing is she's had a really long, hard campaign. So, what can beat her if there are horses that can beat her? I think that Kelpie, with the cheek pieces at it, could go well, number 2 on the card. And take a note that Callan Murray rides this one. He's the new stable rider for Brett Crawford. Interesting booking. Seaham got very good form. Beat Sparkling Water 5 lengths. Really got to be able to beat Sparkling Water again, and Sparkling Water did look to me to be the next best. So CM goes into the play, and so does Sparkling Water. And then Netta, one exceptionally good run. Ignore the last run. They've entered her for the July, and they don't enter horses for the July unless they think they can be competitive at the highest level. Let's go on to the computer form sprint, and there's 1,000 meters. Quartet, 2 million rand carryover. Whew. This is going to be a big quartet. So, how do we work this one out? Well, you've got to go with the horses that look like they're well-suited course and distance. Riverine won last year, and number 3 on the card. Russet Air ran second last year. So those two both got chances. Then you've got Rio Carrari come to muddy the waters. He's got very good form, but I'm not sure he's not better over 6 furlongs, this horse, although he did beat Casimir over 5. So he goes into the play. Chimichurri Run is a class, but I think it's a bit sharp for him. Shanty Man, look at this for an outsider. Don't leave Shanty Man out of anything. Everything will suit him about this race. Remember, Mardi Gras won a big race, I think it was the Merchants, and blew everyone out. Shanty Man's got exactly the same type of profile. Bold Ransom's fast. Winter Stories gets blinkers. True to Life, got to be a big danger to everyone. Very good course and distance form. And she's really useful, is the Duke of Marmalade filly, number 9 on the card from the Van Furen yard with Gavin Larina aboard. So she goes into all the play. There's a little between her and Winter Stories, except Winter Stories meets her on much worse terms for a good beating. And Anna Capri gets blinkers, might improve her as well. So I think it's an incredibly difficult race. I'm going to take 7 horses boxed in the quartet, and then I'm going to mess around with floating bankers and that, because with a 2 million rand carryover, it's well worth chasing these type of pools. Race 8, Premier's Champion Challenges, a 50,000 rand peak 3 carryover, 2,000 meters. As everyone says, it's a 3-horse race. Which of the 3? I'm going with Malmoos. I think he's the right horse, and I think the distance is absolutely perfect for him. But remember, he's just come off winning the Triple Crown, as has Summer Pudding, so you couldn't get a better race. You've got the Phillies Triple Crown winner, the Colts Triple Crown winner, and a multiple Group 1 winner in Got the Green Light. I'm not sure Got the Green Light would be happy with too much of a penalty. For the July, he comes in with a perfect grade 53.5, and that's where I think he wants to be, and that's the race he should win. If he runs with 53.5 in the July, got the green light, start backing him now. So let's see how we go after the race today, but that's why I'm going with the younger horses. Race 9, Gold Bowl, 3,200 meters. African Adventure's got to give 8 kilos to Don't Look Back. That looks like a trip too far. So I'm going with Don't Look Back. African Adventure is the danger. Only 2 horses there. Race 10, this is the Jockeys Challenge. Work riders against the jockeys. I think there's a great innovation. The work riders give the jockeys 3 kilos. The jockeys give the work riders 3 kilos. After the race, we'll probably think it should have been the other way around. Anyway, the top boys get a chance to ride against the top work riders. And my goodness gracious, I think the work riders hold sway here. I Dream of Genie looks like the right horse. 2 very good runs. Joking Chinguiza gets a ride on him. Very good rider. South Boy, Muzieni could be the best of the jockeys' rides, certainly improved last run, and he might be looking for more ground, but he should go very close here. Raise the Red Lantern, big runner, as was Successful Ruler, look for improvement from this. Eyes on Tiger, always there or thereabouts, and Samanga, well, he should get on well with the horse. All in all, my goodness, what a wonderful day's racing. I'm really looking forward to it. Hope it's whet your appetite. Remember, no Interbet shirt, but we are Interbet. You want to bet? You bet on the tote, you get the full payout. So the Big Six pays 12 million. You catch it, only ticket, you get paid out the full amount. Some of these betting houses, you're not going to get the full amount. You're going to get deductions, because that's how they play. They take the money, but they're not prepared to play the game. That's why you've got to be with Interbet. Have a great day, Interbet fans, and all of you that are not Interbet fans, you better get onto the site and start opening up your account. From me, James Goodman, have a good one.